twisting. Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas Sawyer with ThomasSawyer.com. I am a psychic healer and a medium. And this is...
Hi, I'm Ingrid H. Turner. My website is ingridhturner.com. I'm also a psychic. I'm a spiritual medium, minister, and a teacher. So thrilled to be here with you, Thomas. I adore you. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. And we're going to do a little intermission while we share out. So just give us a second.
Oh, Thomas, you're muted, honey.
Hello, everyone that's here. I'm back. Pulling up comments. We are doing $35 donation readings and healings, and it is linked in the comments as well as in the StreamYard feed. I'll be monitoring comments and payment information. You want to get started, dear?
I'm ready to get started.
Okay. We're going to start with Stella Louise.
Oh, beautiful Stella. Oh, that makes me really happy. All right. You want me to kick off?
Yeah.
Okay. Stella. I want to use my Osho deck for you. You're familiar with this deck. This is what I use in our weekly energies in my immersion community, which Stella is a part of. All right, my sweet love. Let's see what we got for you, gorgeous. So you'll be shocked, Stella, when I tell you I'm feeling the throat chakra. I'm also feeling the power center as I'm pulling these cards. We got creativity and the Fool. Holy cow. You got to trust yourself, girl. Like, this is really a year. I'm feeling like, oh, now I'm getting all this energy about the new year, which is really, really cool. You know, the thing about the new year, it's not so much, Spirit tells me it's not so much about the date of January 1st, but it's the fact that the whole collective of our time is focused on recalibrating and new beginnings. And so that makes it a really potent time for all of us to move in, to really think about the direction that we're moving in. And for you, my sweet woman, it is like, this is really, use this energy, this collective energy that is still really active right now, to turn your attention in the direction you want to go. And you don't have to know, nor are you going to know what is it necessarily, like what the outcome is going to be, but you know what next steps are. You know the direction you want to go. You know how you want to feel. Pay attention to how you want to feel and take those steps accordingly, one at a time. If you make the commitment, the path will be laid out in front of you. Creativity is also the number 3, which is about communication, creative communication, really expressing yourself. I know we talked about this before, like really wanting to come out the throat, but I do love Stella. Like I'm reflecting back to, because I just got to do a reading for you on one of the other lives, and we were talking about the throat chakra, and I am feeling that is beginning to loosen, break apart is what I feel the energy. Like a lot of times when I feel an energetic block, it's like really solid, you know, it's like a rock in that center. And I feel it starting to break apart, kind of like a dirt clod. So you are making that commitment. You are making that shift. Continue to turn and move in that direction. And then we have the Fool here. The Fool is about, you know, you got to trust. And it's funny because this card, the analogy I always use with people when it's time for them to make their version of the quantum leap, when I'm working with people, is you have to jump off the cliff. You have to trust that you'll grow your wings on the way down. And that's where you're at. You're on the precipice here. You've got to stay in faith, stay in the moment, and trust, and just take that step. Even if it feels like you're stepping off of a cliff, you're going to grow your angel wings on the way down, and then you're going to be able to fly, which you did not know you were able to do. So get creative in this new energy, in the new direction that you're moving towards. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself embody it even before the physical has manifest, because you know how you want to feel. We all know how we want to feel. When we get out of our head and into our body and into how we want to feel, that's when shit starts to actually manifest. Not when we're up here trying to figure it out and decide what we want, because the mind cannot manifest effectively for us. The mind can only comprehend what is already experienced. So it has no idea what you want, because humans are here for the novel, the new, the surprise. Okay, we're not here to keep doing the same old thing and the rote, you know, on and on and on. So this is your opportunity to really recalibrate and set the direction for your life in terms of how you want to feel in living in this body in your lifetime. And you're doing amazing. I can feel the energy in the throat center breaking apart. The fact that there's so much gunk in the throat tells me that it's a power center for you. 3, communication, communicating creatively, speaking, writing, that kind of thing would be really good for you to help break that apart. And get honest with yourself. Get honest with the people around you. So important to break through and break apart that energy, sweetheart. Okay, I hope that is helpful for you. Thomas, bouncing it over to you, my love.
Taking a look, Stella. Taking a look. They have me pull out animal cards for you today. They're saying the law of action is important for you. So there's 105 universal laws that dictate the universe. And the law of action is basically whatever you feel like you need to do, start it, is what I'm hearing. We sometimes get stuck in this teetering point where we're teetering this way or that way. And we're like, I'm not sure if I want to do this or not. But it's saying when you take the step, it's going to open the doors. And then I pull out this card. Now, I'm not even going to read what the card says. It's the peacock. Showing all his feathers off. He's like, look at me. You forget about me? I'm right here. And they're saying, show yourself to the world. This is important right now for you. Show yourself to the world. Become the peacock is what I'm hearing from my guide. Number 2 is the crocodile. So this is, it's reverberating what Ingrid said. So the alchemy of energy teaches that death will always yield new life. And they want to give you a crocodile. Okay, so I have this way of attuning people to animals. So give me a second. Let me look at this guy, because he don't take no shit, I'm hearing. None. He looks like okay. But they say it's about you also being fierce Stella. It's about you being fierce in your approach, being fierce in where you can move into. You have family members around you right now. There's a who is this? There's like 50 of them that are trying to come through. Give me a second. Okay, one of them stepping forward. She's not identifying herself. The point is that she's saying to understand that we are all with you at this time. It's almost like you have to ask for them to help you. So with spirit guides and deceased loved ones, when you ask, they start helping you. Now they're going to help you regardless, but still, we really get that push I'm hearing. You're going to have to ask for their help. It's like the universe is always waiting for us to do something. When we start doing it, we're giving them the invitation to start setting up and seeing stairs or a ladder, setting up the different steps for you to get to the next level. And then the next card, the hippopotamus. You need to remember this. Friends stand close by to shield you from life's adversaries. Adversities. But adversaries came out. So I feel like maybe on some level you're feeling like maybe some people are attacking you or something. As adversaries came out instead of the other word. But remember to stay close to the people around you that are going to give you the protection you feel you need. And most importantly, the voice to listen to what you need. Because you need to be able to say it. It goes into what Ingrid was saying about the throat chakra. You need to be able to speak out what you need to speak out. Because I have a feeling that you have a very divine feminine energy. And sometimes, I don't want to piss any women off. Sometimes the divine feminine doesn't always speak what they want.
I could add to that if you're done. Yeah, no, I don't think that would piss anybody off, because you're not talking about the divine feminine. You're talking about the shadow of the divine feminine, where we just, that incredible, powerful, receptive energy implodes in on itself, and we are unable to, like, it just becomes this black hole. And I don't think there's a woman on the planet who's not familiar with that inability, that closing in on yourself, that imploding in on yourself, and feeling the inability to fully express yourself verbally or any other way. So I think that's a really beautiful thing that you bring up, Thomas. And I think it's important to, not only do I think it's important for people who work in our field to bring up, but also particularly for men who are in the intuitive space to bring up to women or people embodying more feminine energy this lifetime. We all have both in us, but women are typically, not always, but typically embodying more of the feminine energy. And so I will say that as a woman, it feels really good for that to be recognized by the sacred masculine. It helps my divine feminine stop imploding on itself and open up in that way. So that's really, just so you know, that's powerful for us to have you mirror that back to us.
Yeah. So they want us, no, they're channeling, sorry. We want to put in the seed of creation, because I pulled out the scarab beetle, which is what is unregarded or discarded holds a secret, a seed of creation. You see, it's like the scarab beetle with a piece of dung, but I get what they're getting at. So my guides are saying, basically, is that there may be some stuff you may have discarded and you're hiding from emotionally, that are going to yield a creation seed within you. I don't want to get too deep into that, but I'm going to attune you with, we are going to attune you with the energy of helping you move into a new pathway, a new timeline. Now, I need this or I need this. Use it. Thank you. Now, look into the crystal, Stella. And they're saying, let down your shields like that, open. And now, there we go. Oh, okay. Right in the heart chakra, surrounding areas. Remove cords. Give them to me. Thank you. out, 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 and light. Metatron, Archangel Raphael, Astor, Muriel. Thank you. Whew. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Stella, for being here.
Thank you, beautiful Stella.
Next, we have up Lisa A. Whitesell.
Okay. Let me see when I'm starting. All right, Lisa. So first thing I'm feeling, okay, I'm feeling, God, spirit is weird sometimes. I immediately feel like tenderness in my breasts, and I feel energy in my heart chakra, and I feel an opening, and I feel like just lots of energy around the chest and tenderness and opening. And I just feel like this just flowering of love and like purpose fuel is what I'm getting. Not purposeful, but purpose fuel. And I feel like you are in a place or coming into a place really soon where your heart is feeling really open. And I feel like the tender breasts that I'm feeling, it feels like that is, if that's not literal, that's symbolic of like what comes to me is when a woman is pregnant, she gets really tender breasts. That's one of the ways that a woman first knows, like, well, something's up. My body is changing. I feel like something's in my body. That's what I'm feeling, coupled with this big heart opening. And it feels like a birth, a rebirth, and if you're not looking to get pregnant, I would say be conscious because you're ripe for that physically. But if it's not, that's not the case for you. Like if that's not possible, then this is very much a symbolic birthing, rebirth, fertility, regeneration, an opening of your heart. And what Spirit is saying to me is, as I'm pulling through this is, you're coming into this heart opening, and Spirit wants you to really enjoy it, because it's like a big like a spotlight is what I'm getting, like the bat signal, right? You're opening up, and you're going to be able to shine a light outside of you and really get clear on the yumminess of your human experience, like how you want to feel, where you're headed. That clarity is coming, and then Spirit is coming in and say, don't mess it up for yourself by getting into your head about it. No, like the heart opening, this joyful, yummy, juicy moment period of your life. No, it won't last forever, because we're having the human experience, and we're here for the whole spectrum of the human experience. The Spirit is really asking you to sink deeply into this moment of joy and heart opening and fertility, symbolism, pregnancy, maybe even a literal pregnancy. And the fact that I'm feeling this physically in my body could definitely indicate a literal pregnancy. And open yourself up to really enjoy that. Just like burrow into that goodness, because that good open heart feeling that you're in or you're coming into really soon has the potential to really set the tone for the rest of your life, and so don't, like, what I'm getting is, don't sabotage it. Don't get into your head and talk yourself out of it. You don't need to. You get to just really enjoy this experience and let your heart be your guide in this moment. There's never been a time in your life when you are more tuned into the guidance of your heart. So enjoy it, follow it, let it guide you. And when you inevitably kind of, get into different energy, and move into a different period of your life, you will always have like the memory or the essence of your heart's guidance to tune back in with, even when it's not like completely, when you're not completely immersed in it, like what's coming up for you now. Okay, that feels complete. Over to you.
Yeah, Lisa. Looking at these cards, what strikes me is interesting here is that they are all naked women.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Number one, we have the Sacred Fool. She's naked. Number two, we have Faith in the Process. She's naked. Number three, Follow Your Own Rhythm. She's naked.
Wow.
So what I'm getting is, it's time. I feel like you shut down some of your intimacy aspects, is what I'm hearing. and to remember to move back into that. What I keep seeing, I'm not physically seeing you doing this, but being told to tell you this, is actually start maybe dancing around naked.
Ooh.
And it's almost like follow your own rhythm, but they're saying it a different way. It's flowing back into that energy. I feel like you shut it down in your teenage years, maybe before that. I don't want to get too deep into that. But they're saying I don't know if you're married, Lisa. I just feel like there's something going on here. And there may be someone coming in. I don't really know. If you're not married, then yes, I would say someone's coming in. Make sure that they fit with who you are. Make sure they fit with what you want. They don't want you repeating the same patterns. So give you an example. I was in relationships from the age I was 15 till I was like 39 with very few breaks. And I haven't since because I kept seeing a pattern that kept reemerging every time, maybe different ways. But I was like, if I see this pattern again, and I've dated here and there, but I'm like, if I see this pattern again, I'm getting out. So it means there's something in me that I haven't looked at that's attracting this to me. It's almost like there's a energy that comes up to a significant other, and they may read it subconsciously and say that's what they want. So for me, growing up, it was love and abuse. So from one of my parents. So when I would see that, they would see that energy. So it's almost like they're subconsciously picking up on that energy of love and abuse for me. And they're like, oh, that's what he wants. So I'm going to give him this. So I'm saying whatever this is that's going on with you, be very vigilant, I'm hearing, as whoever you're bringing into your life. But they're also saying, yes, the birthing is happening within you. Now, it could be physical. I don't know, but I'm also getting there's a creation being born within you, but I'm seeing you staring at a brick wall. And one of my guides is saying, you can kick the wall over. Like it looks like the bricks are mortared in place, but they're not mortared in place. You can physically just kick it over and be like, I'm through with this shit, and walk through it. And it's saying, most importantly, have faith in the process of who you are.
Beautiful.
And let me connect in like that. And give me a cylinder of light in front of me. Thank you. And there. 8, 9, 10, 11. And spin and release the Ashtar. Galactic Federation. Thank you. And close portal. Light. Where any cords or anything that was attached. Bring in the green ray to Lisa. The red ray. The purple ray. And most importantly, the feminine ray, the pink ray. There we go. Merge, heart chakra. Give that a second, Lisa. Give that a second. I want you after this to take a bath with some salt. Say tonight would be preferable. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but you can do it in the morning, or they're saying do it tonight. Anyways, but just trying to give you some options. Get into a salt bath. If you can't do that, take a shower, get some salt, put it over your body. It's going to help clear out your work field. They're helping you move into a different, like the last person, move into a different timeline. Yeah, move into a different timeline. It was already there. It was just waiting to be opened. And once again, guys, we do have openings. It is a $35 donation. It is linked in StreamYard and the description. And it is Cosmic Divine Readings and Healings. And next up, we have Michelle Klassen.
Michelle, as soon as Thomas said your name, I started wanting to cough. Hang on. we have a throat thing happening. Let me drink some water. All right, beautiful woman. I'm pulling cards for you. What do we got here? I guess I'm going to go with my Osho deck. I love this deck. I'm really vibing with it right now. All right, so feeling into you while I'm shuffling these cards. Beautiful Michelle. Oh, there's power center stuff and there's throat chakra stuff. And I'm getting like, my love, there's some anger in there that you may or may not be aware of, but I feel like you're coming to awareness of it if you haven't been aware of it. This anger isn't, there's nothing wrong with feeling this anger. It's old energy. It's been suppressed, you know, from before you knew how to do anything with it. And it feels like it's really needing to come out and be verbalized. But again, it feels old. So you may feel like, well, there's, you know, there's nobody to yell at, you know, maybe that person's out of my life, or maybe you're not even like, you know, conscious of what the story is or what it might be directed at or what it was originally directed at. But there's an expression that needs to happen to get this energy out of your power center. It needs to express through your throat because it's got to clear that out on the way out. Okay. It's got to come all the way out. It's a clearing power, heart, throat as it comes out. So you might want to write something. Let yourself be angry. Let yourself yell. I'm getting like growl, like make these sort of guttural, growling, primitive, primal animal sounds is going to be really helpful in dislodging that anger. Because if you don't dislodge that anger and get it out of you, things are going to start going a little wonky in your world. You're going to notice things are not, like you're going to run into challenges that you don't have to run into because there's an energy of anger that you're carrying. And because it's trying to come up to the surface and get out of you, it's ready to come out now. It's going to start radiating out to situations. And I'm getting like you're going to run into frustrations with people and relationships and like trying to get projects done and dealing with just dealing with different like moving parts is going to get frustrating, but it doesn't have to. If you can really carve out some time to expel and express this anger, you may find like tears come out and you don't have to know why. You just have to let yourself feel it. Just let yourself be angry. And when you are, it will dislodge pretty quickly. But if you don't give yourself the space to do that, and don't tell me you can't do it. That's the thing. Like you can. You need to carve out space for this. This is important for you, darling. This is important for you next steps and what you're trying to accomplish in this world. Okay, cards. We're doing cards. I swear we're doing cards. Okay, we have aloneness and we have intensity. Well, if that doesn't just confirm what I was talking about, taking some time to yourself, right? Going within, carving out space for yourself and intensity. Anger, the thing about anger is a bastardized expression of our power, of our personal intensity. Like this is you, the power, and it expresses itself as anger when we've suppressed our personal power. And all of us have gone through a large portion of our life suppressing our shit and not having, you know, our experiences because we weren't taught how to feel those big feelings. You know, we were all taught in one way or another to shove it down, move it aside, make it not matter. But with your expansion and what you're committed to in this new earth, it is essential for you to own your power and dislodge the crap that is buried in you like it's buried in all of us. But it's coming to the surface because you're stepping into big shoes, because you've made a massive commitment to yourself and to the collective. Okay, so I'm gonna show you these cards one more time. Aloneness, take what you will from that, use your intuition. Feels really powerful. It's terrible, like aloneness sounds terrible, but it's a powerful imagery. It's the explorer, you know, it's truly going into the unknown with courage and intestinal fortitude. And then intensity, look at that, whoosh, movement, all right? So if you've been feeling frustrated or blocked or like haven't been able to move forward the way you want to, that's why. And if you start running into that, then you'll know why. Go ahead and move that out of your sphere, darling, and then you'll be off to the races. Over to you, Thomas.
Okay, Michelle. I don't understand what they're telling me with this. But it's saying most visions of life beyond death. They're saying remember these three animals. Crow. I'm guessing this blue guy's a peacock.
Looks like it.
Yeah. Crow, peacock, owl. And it's 44. They're saying foundation for growth. That's what the message is. It's visions of life beyond death. I can't remember what. I can't even. They're not letting me channel from it. No, they're saying no. Okay, but also reverberating when Ingrid said releasing alliances. Any alliances that are feeding off of you too much need to be released. Oh, they're saying carrion birds don't eat live animals. So, like crows don't eat animals that are alive. So don't let other people eat you. Remember that we are with you and we can clear this path of these people if you so desire and you so ask for this assistance. Whew, I could feel that, Michelle. I could feel that. Okay. Heart chakra. But here's where it gets fun. Hold on. It's an animal card. So, hold on. Spider. Travel will open up new possibilities and one special connection.
So is she going to come visit me or you, Thomas?
I know. I think it's a special connection.
Oh, it's a special. We're not special? Okay.
Like a special.
Like a special. Okay.
But this is what's so funny to me because they do this to me with you, Michelle, and I don't know why. Hold on, my computer went up, so I can't see myself. Okay. So, Scorpion. In a new relationship, passion offers the challenge of ecstasy and pain. Number 2, I'm sorry, Michelle. Number 3, this is hilarious, and I look at his butt. In love and declarations of passion, heartfelt communication is the key. This card looks real sexual to me. I'm sorry.
So strange.
Yeah, but you know, they say do with what we will. We're human beings. But then there's the last one, which is the bat. You have the power to transcend any failure that you feel you have brought upon you, which isn't really failure, they're saying. It's just opening a pathway to a new beginning and move into a limitless future. Yes, it's also looking at the darker aspects of yourself. Oh, interesting. Okay. So sometimes, Michelle, we don't always look at, and something I've been doing lately is looking at the darker aspects of who I am, because I think, as Ingrid would agree, in spirituality, we're taught that everything is like love and light and fluffy, but we're not looking at our own pain and darkness that we have inside of us and bringing that to the surface. And sometimes I'm hearing embodying that energy, which can present itself as rage, as Ingrid talked about earlier. And what is this? It's almost like, I'm hesitant to say this. I almost want to say I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose or do medical information, but it's not that. It said you need to kick the shit out of somebody.
I didn't say that.
No, I mean, that's what they're saying. Like you're saying you need to growl or yell, but it's like a male guide's coming through really fucking strong. But he's like, she needs to kick the shit out of somebody. Maybe not literally, but okay, I get it. You're being super masculine now. It's Merlin. Okay. So the thing is that maybe you do it verbally. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Do it verbally. So they say, give an example. Okay, Michelle. So in the past, I'd have certain friends tell me this, and I only did this when they fucking deserved it. But these would be people who really just were messing over a lot of people that had no right to be messed over on these issues. And I would write them a letter. And I would say all the things that no one would ever say to them, but what everyone else was thinking. Because I'm sorry, but I'm thinking of one person in particular. This person was like the biggest POS I'd ever seen, with friends' girlfriends. And he would tell me later on, he'd be like, Thomas, I don't know what you do, but you find the very things that no one will ever say to someone that will go straight to the heart. Because I would become so enraged, I would just be like, no, they got to hear this. No one's going to tell them. I have to do it. but that's kind of what I'm getting. But they're saying be gentle with this, but it's up to you. Just don't go beat anybody up. Yeah, and who is it that needs to come through? Looking at a lot of angels on them. Which one of it? Step forward, please. Thank you. Okay, Jesus. That makes sense. Okay. Connect in. Now. Only to Michelle. Thank you. Baptized in the heart of the Christ. Whew. Shit. Okay. Thank you, Michelle.
You're gorgeous, Michelle. You're gorgeous.
Whew, that's a lot of energy at this point.
And I just want to add something to for Michelle, if I may. I'm getting something. Michelle, honey, moving forward, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Be you. Say what you need to say. Say it with love, but say it.
Let me show you something, Michelle. My friend got me this because he gives a shit about me. It's called self-love.
Aww.
But he lit a candle, and I have to put this on me like every day. But they're saying that about yourself. Have love for self. We all need that. Everyone in this feed I'm hearing, and including both of us that are reading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But thank you, Michelle, and release any of that energy you don't need. They're saying you know how to do all that stuff. So next up we have Charlotte, and I'm gonna mess up your name, Charlotte, because I'm horrible with names. Charlotte Baguette.
Ooh, Charlotte. One of my babes. I love you, Charlotte. Okay. I'm going to pulling out the Wild Unknown Tarot for you. Beautiful Charlotte. Okay. And I'm feeling into your heart space, and I'm feeling your throat as well. And it's a really uncomfortable pulling sensation. And I feel it pulling down into my heart. And I feel a lot of sadness. I feel a lot of some confusion. Frustration is a better word. You're not confused. You're not confused. You're frustrated. You're battling between what you see and what you want to be. And you'll just keep going deeper into your heart, honey. Keep going deeper into your heart, even if it feels frustrating, even if you don't want to know. Keep being so brave and so courageous, and keep sinking deeper into your heart. This is the time. This is not a time for you to take big action. This is a time for you to sink really, really deep into you. Remember, we have to break apart to break open, break to break through. And that's what you're going through right now. I can really feel it strongly in the heart space. I'm going to pull a couple cards for you, my sweet. The Tower and the Fool. That's powerful. Breaking apart to break open. Like I just said, shit's breaking down for you, my love. And it hurts because humans, this is about big changes on the outside, facilitating big needed changes on the inside. Okay. And humans are hardwired to resist change. We don't like it. Even though it's the only constant, the only thing that's guaranteed is everything will change. Nothing stays the same. We don't like it. But in the aftermath is the Fool. This is powerful new beginnings. And for you particularly, Charlotte, I feel like what's coming for you in the aftermath of the Tower, what's coming for you is the life you really want to live. One that is lived spontaneously in the moment, going by your intuition, going what feels good and feels right, no longer being tied down by how you think you should, or you have thought you should, or how people think you should live your life. Truly letting go of the tribal ties and the bonds that keep you tethered to a life, an existence inside your body that is not fulfilling for you, that makes you sad, that keeps you in a loop of this sort of like this depressive energy. You're breaking free of that as you sink deeper and deeper into your heart and feel these feelings. And on the other side of that breakdown is a breakthrough. And this is the life. This is the energy of the life that you are meant to live, that you are designed to live, and that is coming for you because you have done the work. Remember, tower moments come for us because we've made the commitment, and it is breaking apart what is not in alignment with that spiritual commitment that we made, that energetic commitment that we've made. Very important. You're doing amazing work. You have community. You know where to find them. Reach out for help, reach out for support. It will blow your mind how many people are ready and willing to show up for you and show support for you, you beautiful woman. I love you so much, Charlotte. I love you so much. Okay.
Before I get started on Charlotte, we are closed on donations, guys. We have 14 people. That went really fast.
That went really fast.
Trying to figure that out. Okay, so Charlotte, give me a second. They want me to relay that it's time for you to take a step forward. Archangel Gabriel's appearing before me, and there's like a whole council of beings. Okay, what do you guys want? Okay, Charlotte, you have this ability to heal with your hands, they're saying, and you can read like the Akashic records. You may not remember that you can do this, but it's right there. They're saying you're about to step into this energy. It's going to take some emotional, I'm channeling for them. It's going to take some emotional work on, I'm getting heart chakra, power center, solar plexus, sacral emotions, root chakra, dealing with anything that that's happened to you that could be termed abusive. I have to trigger you, I'm sorry. But they're saying dealing with these things is going to step you, we're dealing with them even a tiny bit is going to help push you into this energy. And they're saying there's beings that you've worked with in other lifetimes that are waiting to come through. But this isn't like Thomas is trying to trigger you to make you do anything. He's trying to show you a pathway of how to move into this energy. But you're going to have to take a step back and reflect on what has happened in your life and what you want. Ooh, heart, throat chakra. And what you want to happen in the future. And they're flashing a book in front of me. It's on Audible. It's from the 1960s. It's The Power of Visualization, I think. I can't look it up on my phone. But Charlotte, you can always message me, or Ingrid. I can send you a picture of it. I just had the screenshot. They're saying it'd be very helpful for you. But they're also saying meditate. Shit, you guys are being really loud. Okay. Meditate, saying meditate, because it's a very meditation. What I've been taught through Mayan shamanicism is that like prayer is a very feminine energy, meditation is a very masculine energy, whatever, but they're saying meditate. It's important for you to sit in stillness. They're going towards water. I'm seeing water like in front of you, like an ocean. I don't know, a river, it doesn't matter. Running water is all that matters, they're saying. But I'm seeing a beach though. I don't know if you live near an ocean or what, but meditating in front of water, because water runs emotions, and emotions will help you move in. You see, they keep having my hand do this. Will help you move into who you truly are. And not to truly are, but your next step in the process. And it's saying have faith in the process, have faith in the divine. We are here helping you. A drop of fire. Fire is purification. Fire energy. Now. Oh, give her a fire dragon? Oh, thank you. Okay. So we're going to attune you to a dragon, Charlotte, now. Fire dragon. Now. There we go. Release. Ground. That's why they want you to meditate. Ground. You're going too high sometimes. Not a bad thing, but sometimes we leave our bodies, They want you to stay focused on your body, focused on who you are. Whew. Okay. I'm going like rapid speed with you. I feel like your anxiety is getting a little crazy. I understand. I have anxiety too. Next up, thank you, Charlotte, here for being here. Next up, we have Elizabeth Cole.
Elizabeth. Okay, I'm pulling some stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay, Elizabeth, let's tune into you, my sweet woman. Elizabeth, you have a deep well of wisdom, but you're very quiet about it. And that's not a bad thing. It's good to be discerning with who you share your wisdom with, because it's precious. It's precious. It comes from this lifetime, but also many lifetimes. Just lots of accumulated wisdom. That is, I'm feeling it deep in like the lower heart, sort of almost touching the power center. And it's good to be discerning with it, but don't let that tip over into like secretiveness, or like holding it back, because not everybody is going to benefit from your wisdom because they don't have the capacity to receive it at this time in their experience. But there are plenty of people who will benefit greatly from your wisdom, and you're going to find it comes out spontaneously. It's not something you think about it. It's just there. It just comes out. And that's because that's it's accumulated over many lifetimes, and not necessarily consciously like in your head. Some of it will be from this lifetime's experience, but much of it is just accumulated and it's in your body. So be open to sharing it, but not in a hurry to push it on anybody, is what I'm getting. Don't hold back, but don't necessarily lead with it. Like the ones who need it will find you, and then you can turn around and you can open up to them. And I'm going to pull a couple of cards for you with my Wild Unknown deck too, because that feels really good. Ace of Wands, the Empress. Ooh, nice cards. So new energy, new beginning. I'm getting relationship with this, either injecting new like potent life force energy into a current relationship, or a new relationship coming in. Wands are about energy. They're also about sexual energy. So sexual energy doesn't have to be sex, but you understand what that energy is. It's life force energy is what it is. It's what creates life. The energy that's a precursor to creating life. So I'm feeling like this energy coming in through a relationship. To me, it feels like a romantic relationship. It feels like, again, I'm unclear whether you have a relationship or a new one is coming in, but if it's not a new relationship, it's new energy in a current relationship, which is totally doable. And then we have the Empress card, and that's you sitting back, feeling very comfortable with yourself and who you are and your wisdom, and not being in any hurry, being open, but not being forceful is what I'm getting. You don't need to be forceful with anything. It's people come to you is what I'm getting, who need your wisdom. Okay, over to you.
Yeah, I'm thinking. It's saying we're very proud of how far you've come. They need you to start to, I don't like the verbiage. Breathe, Elizabeth, breathe. We need you to understand that we're very proud of how far you've come in this process. You may not totally see all of these things, as we don't know, Elizabeth, we don't always see how far we've come. Other people do, but we don't see it always. But they're saying be very conscious of how far you have come. And I do agree with Ingrid. There's a new relationship coming in or something of this nature. They're saying try not to let anyone from the past come back in, because right now there's an energy that's permeating the collective where people from the past are trying to like break open doors to get back in. And it's up to us to shoo them away. I'm hearing to shoo them away. I need a card though. No, it's not that card. It's that card. Mouse. Yeah, makes sense. Be persistent and I can't say that word. Be persistent about all obstacles and they will be overcome. But it's basically a mouse runs around a house and no one can catch the guy. He just eats whatever he wants and he's like, you can't catch me, motherfucker. But they're saying be like the mouse. You need that spirit. Okay, you need that energy attuned to you. That's the healing. Okay, hold on. Okay, mouse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. There's 5 of them around you. Also, I'm saying you need to shield more, shield more, shield more. Cleaner auric field, cleaner auric field. Salt baths will do this. There's other ways, but shielding, I can't attune it, they say, because I'm going to attune everyone on the feed to the same shield. Okay, so just saying, look into shielding. If you need, just ask Thomas and he'll send you a message so you can shield yourself. So just send me a message, Elizabeth. I'll do it over voice. I can do that for people too. So I help people learn psychic protection and all that kind of stuff. So Elizabeth, thank you, dear, for being here. And
Thank you, Elizabeth.
very, very happy. Next up, and Oracle, I see you in here, sir. I'm waiting to get to you, my friend. But we got plenty more to go first. Next up, do you want to take a break real fast?
If you need to, yeah.
Yeah, just like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. 3-minute break.
Yeah. Okay. And here we go. We are back. Okay. Next up, we have Karen Ayers.
Karen Ayers. Okay. All right, beautiful Karen. Okay. All right, let's go with our Ascended Masters Oracle deck for you, Karen. All right, I'm going to ask you, Karen, to open up your aura to me, to us, to just, oh, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, that was quick. Open yourself up to really receive divine healing, divine. You have, okay, now I'm seeing it really clearly. No wonder I went for the Ascended Masters deck. Boy, you really have the ability when you want to, when you open up to it, to channel some really high frequencies, like really sweet, divine energy. It comes, it pours, it's like this beam of light, shard of light coming into your heart is this vision that I'm seeing. And it's just gorgeous. And you keep yourself closed off to that, and you don't need to. Like, I feel like you are concerned it might topple your life because you have things to do, and turning towards that God frequency, that God light, the universal light is just woo, heady and intoxicating. But you can stay connected to that, and you can still keep your life on track too. That's very doable for you. Thank you for opening up your aura so beautifully to me. Okay, the two cards I pulled. So take care of your sweet self, darling. Relationships are important, but you need to take care of yourself is what I'm getting from these two. So the two cards I got the Twin Flame card. So relationships are important. You are attracting, I don't necessarily take this literally as like you're in a twin flame dynamic. You might be. I have my thoughts and feelings about the twin flame dynamic and what sort of our mainstream spiritual, narrative is about that. But it does tell me that relationships are important to you. You care deeply about people and you don't enter into them lightly. And then we have Ocean saying, drink more water. She's the water goddess in Africa. And drinking more water, really, that's about taking care of yourself. There's a balance you need to strike in your relationships. I feel like your relationships can really distract you from your life, from your connection with the divine, from what you're here to open up to. And you need to be conscious of that. They're also a portal for you. They're a portal to awakening through struggle and challenge, and also through incredible love, like big, lofty, big love. Like you love big and you are loved in a big way. But the opposite of that is true as well. There can be a lot of suffering and deep despair even through the experiences in your relationships. So you have to learn how to balance that out with really just taking care of yourself, the bare necessities, feeding yourself right, drinking water, loving yourself, doing your spiritual practice, going for walks, moving your body. You can get lost in the relationships because they can be such a pull for you, but you are needed. You are needed to open up to that divine light, to that ascended master. And that's why I went for the Ascended Masters Oracle deck. Spirit was like, that's the one. That's the energy for her. You're needed to open up to that. We're in a new era. This is a new earth. This is a new paradigm. Things are getting real. And we need all of the spiritual warriors that we can get. And you are one of them. And yes, your human experience is important. Your relational experience is important. That's not going to stop for you. But balance that out with your divine experience, bringing that through as well. Okay.
They want me to channel. Hold on. Just trying to figure out who is speaking to me. El Morey, the Ascended Master. Okay. Oh, shit. You got a lot of energy now. It's been a while. Okay. So look up El Morey and what he does. It's Elmoyra. It's one of the first Ascended Masters I started working with, other than Jesus, he's saying. So this is all biblical stuff flying through my head. Yeah, I can pull cards. I'm not even go there. Ingrid covered that. Okay, so they're saying chosen one. I'm just going with this Christian channeling, whatever. Chosen one of God. You've been put on this earth for a reason. You've been put on this earth to bring in a higher vibration. We understand that is not. Give me a second. There's so much coming through me. We understand that things may be hard for you at this time. In your life contract, what you agreed to be here and possibly is a key word. Don't Don't take this on too much. It's going to unfold in time. Understand that we are with you. I mean, around me right now, Karen, there are massive amounts of beings that are like, we want to help. We want to help. You have to let us in. I feel like you're putting a shield around you that's stopping. I do this too sometimes, Karen. I will block out my guides and be like, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to deal with your ass. But I can actually block out my guidance. And then my guides start like, they're saying like banging on my shields and like, Thomas, what the fuck are you doing? So they're saying be open to the communication that's coming through to you, because there is a new paradigm that is happening within your heart. And to realize that there is so much at your disposal at this time. Yes, that is the message. And open heart chakra, you're gonna have to let down those shields, dear. Open your auric field. Like that. Okay. Open, release, recalibrate, green light, go. There's a couple different rays coming through my hand. Golden, green, blue, yellow, pink, purple. I could keep going. There's like 5 of them in alternating patterns. Okay. Whew. Thank you, Karen.
Hey.
Okay. Next up, we have Rebecca Dugan, which I believe is, I probably messed up your name, dear, but I know who you are, Sophia Dragon Tribe. And yes, you're up next.
Okay, Rebecca. I feel like a lot of grace, like physical grace in the body, movement, like a dancer. You have, well, if you're not a dancer, you ought to get into that because you have a natural grace about you, the way that you move. You know what it reminds me of? I always think of Susan Sarandon when I tap into this energy. There's a certain grace in this flow movement that some women have, and you've got it. You know, you just this grace that you move through life with. You'd be an amazing dancer, and I feel like you'd really enjoy it. Really enjoy dancing. And I feel like there's you would enjoy the precision that comes with learning a choreographed dance. All right. I feel like that would be not like some people really like to free flow, but I feel like for you, the precision that comes from the practice of dance and learning a choreographed dance, you really enjoy that. You have this incredible way of moving about the world. Don't underestimate the impact that you leave when you walk into a room and then when you leave it. It's like you leave a trail of grace behind you. People really notice your energy. They may not say anything to you because they don't know how to describe it. They don't really know how to express the impression that you're leaving. But it's kind of like, you know, when you watch a movie and it lingers with you because the story was so compelling. That's the kind of energy that you leave in a room. It's compelling, it lingers, right? So don't underestimate that. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm not sure what the message is here. I'm just feeling like I just want to describe you and like just kind of the way that you leave this trail of energy behind you. And it's beautiful, and enjoy it. And also you can leverage that. That's what they're saying. You can leverage. That's power. That's power that you can leverage. Now you can leverage it for good or ill, but you can leverage it for a lot of success. Again, I'm getting like, I keep thinking like Susan Sarandon is somebody who embodies the energy that I'm talking about. And, you know, look at her, you know, she's a freaking superstar because she leverages that grace, that natural grace that she embodies. You can leverage that to be successful, to get to where you want to go, to create the life you want to create. Nothing is unattainable for you with this energy, but you do have to focus and you do have to recognize that you have that energy and not, take yourself for granted. Don't take yourself for granted is what I'm getting. Don't think that you're a nobody. Don't think that and this isn't about being better than anybody else. This is about your unique energy and the gift that you possess, and how to use that gift, which is this incredible natural grace that you possess. Oh, okay. That feels pretty complete. On to Thomas.
I'm just double checking something.
Okay.
I may have written down some names twice. So, number 1, I have to recheck PayPal in a second. Every journey starts with a single step. They're saying they're very happy with what you've done. You've changed directions in your path. It's almost like a 180. They're saying you're still holding on to some things that need to be let go of. Release the dark wound and let love live. Number 3, as Ingrid talked about, with power and the energy that you hold, you could go either way or in the middle. Might be better in the middle, they're saying. It's more neutral energy. But the word needs to be written. They're saying you're not being, well, it's not that you're not being seen. It's that you need to be seen. Yeah, you need to be seen. They're saying think of outside of the box. You have Facebook, you have TikTok, but maybe you need to teach. I'm seeing women that have gone through abusive situations with a tend to spirituality. It's going to help you start to move into a totally new energy of being a teacher, which is what you signed up for. And you have command of the dragons. There's very few that will not answer your call, I'm hearing. You can bring that energy in. They're saying breathe, breathe, breathe. Feelings in my heart chakra. Yeah. So, okay. Rebecca, tap heart chakra. Let me in. They're saying let Thomas energy in. Turn me into a dragon. Thank you. She likes this energy. And tap heart chakra. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And okay. Ignite. Fairy fire, dragon fire. And release anything she doesn't need by divine love, divine law, divine will, by the power of 3 and the law of karma. I invoke the Master Christ. Thank you. Release anything she doesn't need. Thank you. According to your higher self. Thank you, Rebecca. Whew. Okay.
Beautiful energy.
Yes.
Just gorgeous.
And beautiful, beautiful. Next up, we have Oracle Lucidius. Let me say something first. I've actually been getting readings from him.
All right.
Lately. And the guy rocks. So let me say that. And I actually sent you a message, brother, because I'd love to go live with you. So I sent it to your main page. So I'm not sure what your profile page is. But yeah, just get back to me if you don't have a chance. If you have a chance, sorry. And I'm going to have you start. I'm just going to recheck the PayPal real quick.
Okay. Oracle. I love that. Okay. Ooh, feeling a lot in the belly, deep in the belly, and the power center, but really strongly deep in the belly. There's a whole lot. Whoa. Okay. You know what this is making me think of? In martial arts, when you're training to live by what is called your 1 point. Okay. The center of ki, which is deep in your belly. It's your sacral chakra. And there's a whole lot of energy concentrated in the sacral chakra for you. And I'm feeling like it's this powerful point of your ki, your chi energy, your life force energy. But I am feeling some like, how do I describe this? It's like hard. And I don't like how hard it is. I feel like it needs to be broken up and made more pliable. And I'm getting this image of like silly putty or something, or, like where you just, you mess with it with your hands and you ply it and mold it and change it around. You have a tremendous amount of power in that sacral area. You're deeply like grounded in your body is what I'm getting. And yet there is like the way to break up some of this energy, because it feels like it's hardening. And I don't like the way that I feel like it's hardening. I feel like if you break that apart, you're going to be able to access more of your personal power. And I get like, bring it into the room. That's what they just told me. They said, bring it into the room. Like, well, bam, bring it into the room. And the way to break this apart is through anything avenue through the sacral chakra. So that would be your creativity. That would even be like getting in touch with more the divine energy, the divine feminine energy inside of you, massaging that and nurturing that and getting self-nurturing, nurturing others. That is going to be a way to break this apart as well. Also anything sensual, sexuality, but with that sensual piece. So we're not really talking about like raw sex, for like the procreation piece. We're talking about the sensual experience. These are the ways that it's just going to like start to break apart that energy and really help you enhance and expand on that personal power that's already there, that's really concentrated in your sacral chakra. I have this story that I want to tell you that they're sharing with me. I had a martial arts teacher, and I used to do jujitsu, right? And so he was like, just 60 years, in jujitsu, like the most badass individual I've ever met. And he told this story one time where the first time he met one of his martial arts like colleagues or one of his peers who did karate, which is a different sort of style than jujitsu. Jujitsu is very ground-based. It's very like from the belly. Karate is like linear punch and kick, right? And so he told the story the first time he met, my martial arts teacher walked into the store where this other karate master was. And the guy took one look at him and he said, I knew who you were because you walked in with your belly. You just walked in with your 1 point, all that energy concentrated in your belly, in your sacral, in your ki. That's what you have. That's the kind of power that you possess in your body, in your belly. So just asking spirits, asking you to do the work to break that apart, to be more sensual, essentially, through the avenues, the areas of the sacral chakra. It's going to be amazing for you.
What's interesting is he didn't donate. I donated to him.
Oh.
I gotta find him and let them know this reading's on here. Anyways, do I need to do this thing? No. Okay. But the message needed to come through, they're saying. So I have to find him. I need his profile pic. Well, give me a second, dear. Just give me 1 second. Computer's freezing up a little bit. Not on the Facebook side, though. We just say, just go ahead. Okay. So, donations are, there we go. Thank you. Just double checking something. Okay. And Michelle, if you're still on here, did you have 2 donations? And who's the second person? If you're still on here, just put in the comments or on the StreamYard feed. So I've got everything under control now. Okay. And I'll message her if she doesn't answer. So, okay, let me just write on soul treats. Because the hardest thing is trying to monitor PayPal comments. And
yeah, we talked about this, Thomas. Where's your assistant?
I don't know, but if one day maybe I'll be able to hire one or something.
I bet you could maybe I bet someone would loves you enough they would volunteer to help you out with this.
Yeah, hey, listen, any of my followers want to help me on Tuesday nights when I do these 8 o'clock lives and they can monitor payments?
Yeah, I bet that you could find a trade situation there or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Full percentage?
For me.
Totally.
Yeah. Okay, so Lance, I see you, sir. So next up we have Ada Kelly.
Ada Kelly. Okay. Are you going to read for Oracle?
No.
No.
Saying, should I?
I don't
Ingrid?
know.
I don't know if he's ever going to hear it.
I just did what you told me to do. Like you said,
I know.
Read. I said read. I read.
I'm just going to mark it.
Okay, mark it. Let's go to Ada.
Yeah, we'll go to Ada.
We'll go to Ada. Okay, Ada. Oh, that's interesting. I want to clap. Music. Okay, music. There's a beat, there's a rhythm, there's celebration that needs to happen. Oh my God, darling, you have to let yourself have more fun. And I feel like this is like you're needing to you need to get out there to celebrate, party. I mean, you don't necessarily have to like really party now, but like get out there and start dancing and moving and snapping your fingers and going to see music and playing music if you can. There's a rhythm. I just get clapping. Just get a lot of fun energy is really what's on for you. I feel like you've been going through a period that is more somber, more solemn, more serious. And Spirit is saying, okay, you can stop that now. You can get out there and have some fun. You need to be more social. You need to lighten your energy, lighten your sphere. Music is really great for you. If you can't get out, then play music at home. Make it loud, make it fun. Make it have a beat. Play it loud on the stereo. Play an instrument if you play an instrument, or just beat on things. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, get your body moving. feels like this is really key and really potent for you right now, because you got to bust out of some serious energy that is no longer serving you. Like there was a period where you had to buckle down and get serious, and you don't have to do that anymore. Things have shifted for you. It's time to start having more fun. You deserve it, is what I'm hearing. I don't want to say you've earned it, because it's not really a thing. Like we're all allowed to have this, but that's like kind of the energy that I'm getting. Is like, okay, you've done enough. You've done enough. You've done enough of the seriousness. Time to start playing and having fun. And then I feel my power center light up, but I feel my heart and my sacral. And I feel like all of this, if you can just like let yourself let loose and play and dance and hoot and holler. And I see you in this, I see an image of you in this long skirt and this kind of gypsy look. I don't know. It's really fun. It's just really fun and flowy and having a great time. There's candles. It's intimate, but it's a party. It's celebratory. I see silver dangles on your wrists. I mean, this is just the images that they're showing me to intimate to me the need for you to let loose and have fun and enjoy yourself. And I'm pulling some cards for you, and I got the 5 of Cups. So you have been going through a rough time, my sweet, and you may still feel like you're in it, but things are shifting for you, because we also have the Wheel of Fortune here. You got to ride the tide, ride the wheel of change. Okay. You are ready and you deserve to live your life with more freedom and more fun and more enjoyment, and let go of the past and the hurt and the grief. Yeah, it's real, and part of it will always be with you. I feel like with the 5 of Cups here, you've suffered a real loss or many losses, and you've just really been going through a hard time, but you don't have to do that anymore. The energy is shifting. You make sure to shift with it, okay? Don't keep yourself stuck in unhappiness. Let yourself move into a more joyous part of your life. All right, darling, here are the cards just for you. There's the 5 of Cups, real sad. But then here's the Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting for you, my love. Ride the wheel.
So Ada. I've pulled these before for you. I feel like it's you wearing the wounds of the past, which we have a tendency to do sometimes. But they're saying enough of that shit. They have me coming masculine. It's just not serving you anymore. They have me moving like I'm dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying enough of that shit. It's time to move on. It's time to confront. Well, maybe not confront. Maybe just leave behind is what I'm seeing you walking away from it. It's not serving you anymore. You're too mired in work. You're too mired in doing things for other people. And it's time for you to fully, as it's the same message Ingrid gave, to fully connect in with the playfulness that your inner child is begging you to bring forth. There's a different energy at play it's inside of you. It's like in your heart. It reminds me of me. Okay, so I got the tune like 3 times to Reiki Master because I need another certificate at one point. And when the girl was attuning me, she was like this fire dragon came up. It was like this dragon of fire was trying to come up within you. Now it was protecting me, but they're using this for another reason. They're saying there's this energy within you that is it's begging. They say, you know exactly what we're talking about. It's begging to come out. It's like, let me out, let me out, let me out. It's saying it's going to free you. It's going to free you. I'm seeing you dancing. I'm seeing a man. I don't know. I'm seeing a man. But it's also having playfulness and having playfulness with who you truly are. Like I looked at these 2 cards. So connect in with the living water. Now, it's just about playfulness. It's like go swimming with dolphins or something. I'm hearing. Just go swimming in the ocean or go swimming in a river. But I'm getting there's some connection with animals that will help open you up, and I feel like they're water animals. So I don't know how you're going to go swimming with fish, but it might be a good thing for you to do. Maybe scuba diving. I'm saying not a horrible suggestion. Very good suggestion. But make the best of every situation. This is what's important right now. Make the best of every situation. Let me
Beautiful.
say it again. Make the best of every situation. Look for the gratitude that is already within you because it's going to open you up to so much more. And what healing do I need to do? The wand. Okay, thank you. Because the wand will bring forth what the wand will bring forth. And now. I did a TikTok on ancient magic. I talked to Ingrid about this earlier. I did a live about it. I had paint all over my face, like mascara and eyeshadow. Ancient magic, Ada, you're connected in with this ancient magic. That's why they're going there. It's like Source made other gods. There's obviously one creator, but there's other gods. You have a connection in with one of them. More than one, they're saying. There's a couple of them, saying three or four, three, 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 three. Maybe four. They're going back and forth. But they're saying for you to understand that you can wield creation magic. It's something we've forgotten about through our past lifetimes, through various means. I don't want to get into whys and hows, but you can wield creation magic. It's just it's like right here in front of your face. But they're saying it's not quite time to understand, even though you already do it, like Thomas, like Ingrid, but it's right there. It's the ancient magic from shit. Okay, seriously. From the beginning of the universe. That's the message.
I love it.
Okay.
Rock your stuff, Ada.
Yeah, thank you. They came through pretty strong. Gail Voigt is next.
Gail Voigt. Okay. Clearing.
Yeah, I don't want it too.
All right, Gail. I'm feeling a really strong, grounded energy as I tap into you. And it feels really good to me. It feels stable. It feels steady. It feels still. And I also feel like an insecurity or an uncertainty about yourself. Like you look at yourself and you see you're not like the others. And you can start to question your natural state, which is still and grounded and watching and stable. But you know, that's what you're here for in a body this lifetime, is to be that stable force for yourself and for anybody who needs it. I feel like you're going to find in your friends circle that your friends will come to you, especially when they need stabilizing. Like if they're going through something, you're a stabilizing force for them. And you may feel like, I feel like you might feel, you have feelings of like, is this the way friendship should go? Or do I need to be like reaching out more? Or is this right? Am I being mistreated? And what's going on here? There's questioning going on in your mind. But as long as you are happy and fulfilled, and I feel like for you, being stable and still is fulfilling to you, that feels good to you, then you're absolutely on the right track. You don't, in your life, your energy does not have to look like anyone else's, nor should it look like anyone else's. You're doing it just correct because you are deeply in tune with your natural energetic state, which is grounded, still, quiet often. Now that you don't speak, you do, you laugh, you converse, but there's a core stillness that runs through you that does not run through most people. And so you're going to find people are really drawn to you, especially when they're going through crisis. They're going to want to connect with that energy. You're going to help stabilize them. And it really does help them. It helps them get clarity because they can get still when they're around you, when they can lean on you. And then they're able to make better decisions about their lives because they have more clarity, because your energy has grounded them. It's helped pull them out of their scatterbrained, frenetic, the craziness that we go to when we're in distress. You help people with that. So I'm pulling a couple cards for you. I have the Father of Cups. Oh, and I have the Strength card. You know, you're a healer is what you are. Your very presence is healing. It's a balm of healing to people. Do make sure that your needs are met as well. Your healing needs, your emotional needs. I feel like your emotional needs are not hard to meet, but you do need to make sure that you do fill up as well. But here's the Father of Cups card, which is emotional maturity. You know, he's the shaman of the tarot deck, or one of the cards that represents like a shamanic energy. And then the Strength card is about healing and unconditional love. This is the energy that you provide, and it's really important and valuable. And don't second guess yourself. Don't think you have to be different or be like anybody else. You don't. You're doing great. All right, Thomas.
Yeah, Ingrid covered the messages. They just want me to do work. Give me a second. One day. Okay. My screen's freezing, but it's not freezing on Facebook. So now. Bring forth the Aborigines. Cut cords. Recalibrate. Light. No. Okay. And recalibration. No. Okay. There we go, Gil. And I invoke universal law by divine love, divine will, and divine love. Power free in the law of karma. Okay.
Thank you, Gail. You're beautiful. So beautiful.
Thank you.
So appreciate energy. Your energy, what you bring into this world. So much.
And next up, we have Lance Lacrosse.
Okay. Lance LaCroix. LaCroix? Lacrosse? What?
Yeah, LaCroix, Lacrosse. He's on the feed. Let me get him. Well, kaboom. There he is.
Okay. LaRose. LaRose. Okay. Hope we got you right. Anyway. Okay. Hey, mister. Let me just do a little clearing for you, Lance. Okay. I'm feeling, oh God, my heart. I'm feeling, I'm just getting this exasperated, frustrated feeling going through me. Like, that's what it feels like to me. But then it's a little bit slippery. So will you do me a favor, Lance? When I feel that slippery feeling, it's because you've got good energetic protections up, which is not a bad thing. I'm just going to ask you to open up your aura to me so that I can really tune in. Okay, now I see the whole world is shaking. I feel like you're going through a really big shakeup, and this is extremely frustrating right now. Keep opening up that aura, because you're opening it a little bit, and I'm getting in, and then you're closing it. I don't know how conscious of that you are. Probably not, because you're here getting permission. So just open up your aura for me. Thank you so much. And I feel like I want to say to you, I promise that this is a safe space, and I am a safe space. Oh, and that feels good. Okay. So I feel like, go ahead and keep that open for me. I need you to be really conscious of that, Lance. I'm feeling like you need to be really conscious of that. Thank you so much for working with me. You're feeling like, I feel like you're not feeling stable, secure, safe. Like this, just get this shaking feeling, like your whole world is shaken up. And it's so interesting because I feel all over the place with this energy as well. And so I'm going to pull some cards to anchor in the message for us, because it's still a little bit slippery. And I don't mean like you're slippery. I just mean that's how I feel energy that is like a little bit harder to read, because you are protected. You're protecting yourself, which again, not a bad thing, my friend. But let's just pull some cards to see what Spirit has. Okay, Seven of Swords and the Father of Pentacles. Ooh, Seven of Swords is uncomfortable. Seven of Swords is deception. It's sneak attack. it's like coming after you, and it's with the Father of Pentacles, which is around money, resources, security. It's no wonder I'm feeling this shake-up energy. Like, I feel like as I'm tuning into this, you are really dealing with a situation where you are under attack in some way. Like, it could be, a deal gone bad, somebody screwing you over. I mean, it can take all kinds of, whatever form is taken for you, take this where it fits, but you're dealing with that energy and it's making you feel very unsafe and rocking your world, breaking your world apart. I'm going to pull another card for an advice card for you to see what is it that you can do right now to move through this situation, knowing that this won't last forever. Okay, I got the 5 of Cups. So you need to grieve your losses and move on. This doesn't feel like something you can fix. This doesn't feel like something that you can negotiate your way out of, or get somebody to see your side of it, or move to a place of forgiveness and repairing relationships. It's done and you need to move on. I get that it's a person, like a person in a situation. I feel like maybe a business arrangement or something like that with a person. You feel deeply betrayed because you have been betrayed, and you need to cut your losses and move on. That is what's going to be most important for you right now, because you need to heal, honey. You need to heal emotionally and you need to heal mentally. I feel like you've been, like, your mind is blown in not the best way. Like, you've been screwed with mentally and emotionally. Mostly mentally. And I'm going to pull a card for what's next for you. Okay, so what's next is the 6 of Wands. All right, 6 of Wands. Relationally, get out of the situation. But if you need to recoup money, you're going to have success in that. And I'm getting, like, if you needed to go to court or something like that, that's the kind of imagery that I'm getting. It's like you will be able to take action and win and come out victorious in the situation. But any relationship stuff that's happening is done. You need to let it go. Don't try and hang on to that. They're not a person that should be in your life, because you have been, like, sneak attacked. They come around the back and they stabbed you in the back. That's the energy that I'm getting from this. And I'm sorry that you're going through that. That's really hard. And I understand fully now why you have energetic protections up, because that kind of thing will make anybody go, oh, hell no. And throw those up. So you do your healing work. You go in, you feel the loss of it. You get angry, you get upset, you do what you need to do to process those emotions so that that energy doesn't linger with you, and you can start with a fresh, clean slate. And then you're going to have clarity and you're going to be able to come out on top in this situation.
Okay, Lance. You're going to have to let me in as well, sir. Let me tell you a story, Lance. So, as men, sometimes I'm getting reverb a little bit, but as men, sometimes we have a problem showing our emotions. I feel like that sacral chakra is kind of shut down a bit. A deceptive woman, I'm hearing. I'm just going to say it. Okay. Men have a way of, like, coming at each other full force, like head to head. And this is something I've used analogies with other people. Women are a little trickier, whatever, yin and yang, but they sometimes circle you with a knife, finding the weak spot so they can get to you. That's just my analogy. Just saying this fits more in line with Gemini, but that's just my thing with Gemini women. That's only me, anyways. But the point is that number one, thank you. You let me in. So, Golden Crescent Dragon. They just pulled dragons for you because you need this energy. Brings you higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain 5th dimensional. I'm hearing remain 7th dimensional. The Christ energy permeates the entire universe, they're saying. Don't look at it as Jesus if you don't need to. And anyways, so number one, Golden Crescent Dragon, attune. Like that. Right side. He's on your right side. You're a feeler, Lance. You can feel energy around you. He's on your right side. You can feel your right side heating up a bit. He's there. He's going to help you. Number two, Deep Blue Dragon. Keep you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected. Walk a path of light. It's really weird. I keep pulling these blue dragons for you because I got another one too. There. And attune. Trying to make sure I can get the card on here because a little bit delay on the Facebook. Okay, there we go. Now, number 3. So give it a second. It's a lot of energy. He's clearing up old pathways, old energies emotionally that no longer serve you. Left side. Feel the heat on your left side? That's him, he's saying. Number 3. Deep blue galactic dragon. This one's the most important. Helps you to listen to the voice of the universe. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. What they're getting at is that, sir, you are a badass.
Ooh.
You have this Akashic record. You may have to look into what the Akashic record is, but the Akashic records are the records of everything that has ever existed, will exist, or could exist. And in your master blueprint, your soul contract. Interesting. It's almost like in a soul group, sometimes there's people that stand in the middle of the front, of the soul group. And it's like you stand more towards the front of your soul group as a leader. And in past lifetimes, you've had some issues, some past lifetimes, with other people in your soul group that you incarnate with over and over again. And it's made you take a step back in this lifetime, but they're asking you to take a step forward. As I'm moving, they're moving me. Spirit's moving me. But these master codes will help ignite within you, Lance, who you truly are, embodying the full completion of incarnation cycle. See me looking over here. I'm talking to one of my guides. Your full incarnation cycle, at least at this time, they're going. I'm looking at the Akashic records while I'm talking to you. They're saying some healing is needing to be done. It's forgiving the divine feminine in any way that you've been hurt by women, and also men. But I'm seeing more the feminine aspect, not the masculine. We have a tendency, as I do at least, as a Cancer, to shell up sometimes when I get hurt. So they're showing me that with you. So it's almost like as a Cancer, I can go into my shell and then lash out with my claw and be like, oh, what are you doing with me? Get away. But they're saying don't be so so protected, because I don't feel that you're a Cancer, but I feel like it's somewhere in your astrology chart. I'm seeing it somewhere. And the thing with Cancers, I don't know why I have to keep going here, but I do, is that we can get so hurt emotionally that it shuts us down, and then we start poking at people until we feel like we're safe enough to burrow out of our hole like a crab does and be like, okay, I'm back, motherfuckers. But the healing process needs to occur first. There's also your grandmother's coming through. She's saying, understand, I'm here with you. 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 There's a bunch of women that they're ancestral. Okay, hold on. Explain, Thomas. Thank you. Okay. They're part of your lineage. So you have a soul lineage that goes backwards throughout the cosmos. You don't even know what kind of being you are yet, but you'll figure that out in time. The Thomas doesn't need to go there. But they will help you. They will help you if you ask for your guides and the higher beings of light, especially I'm seeing a female. Can you identify who this archangel is, Ingrid?
Not yet. Keep going. I'll come back around
Okay.
if it comes to.
Yeah, it's a female archangel, but
Yeah,
they're
it
showing
is.
me Michael as well. But
I just felt her really strongly. Thanks for that. Hang on.
yeah,
I was over here letting you do your thing. I'm like, oh, 5 minutes.
yeah. So they say call on Archangel Michael. Any of them, they're saying Gabriel, Raphael. Um,
may I interrupt?
yeah.
I'm not familiar with archangels, but what I'm getting for you, Thomas, to identify this one is the energy of the goddess Freya, like the archangel version of the goddess Freya. It's like does that make sense to you? Does that help you?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good.
I don't know the name though, Lance. I don't know the name, but I work with Freya a lot, so this makes sense. Okay. Oh,
Could be Freya.
pretending to be Freya. Okay. Okay.
Freya pretending to be an archangel.
Yeah, or one of the two. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, they're saying that they're all there for you. You just have to call upon them. Okay, I get what they're getting at. So it's like with me, Lance, I work a lot with angels, like a lot of angels, millions of them. I'm hearing billions. But the point is that you have this connection as well, if you so wish. And there's also galactics that are wishing to work with you, but they're saying take time. This will come later. You have these abilities to do things that you've already manifest them into the 3D, but give it time to step back and look at your emotional well-being and make sure that you're having time to play and to move into who you truly are. That's a lot of energy. Okay.
That's a lot of energy. Kick ass.
Yes. Thank you, Lance. Okay.
Thomas, quick break before we dive into the next one.
Yeah, that was a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in just a minute.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Am I muted?
The screen keeps playing games.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah, it's just the computer. So next up, if you're ready.
Yes.
Okay, we have 2 more people. Kenneth Evans.
Wait, we went through 14 people already?
I messed something up, but
oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what?
But we're right at like the 2-hour mark. My guides just
Okay.
told me to cut it off.
Okay.
Kenneth Evans.
All right, beautiful Ken. All right, so what do we got for you, my darling? Forehead, third eye, pain in the third eye. Your third eye is opening, Ken. And anytime we have a chakra open that we have not spent time in our lifetime, it can be a really intense experience. So the third eye is about spirituality, It's about intuition. It's about perception, having a clear perception. You're going to start to see things that shock you, and you're not going to want to believe it. And you're going to go back and forth between like shutting it down, opening it up, shutting it down, opening it up. What I want to say to you is try not to give too much meaning to what you're seeing, and simply accept the awakening, the new understanding, the new clarity that you have. Accept it without having to do a thing with it. Because while you'll have clarity, you'll see things in a new light, and it might be shocking for you, there's also not necessarily anything for you to do with it. And because your mind is going to want to come in and try and figure out what to do, tell a story, make it good or bad, right or wrong. And nothing in this experience is right or wrong or good or bad. It simply is. But you're going to have more clarity as you walk along this journey, your spiritual journey. Things are opening up for you. But you also may experience physical symptoms like headaches, tingling in the third eye. Your meditations, if you getting into meditation, your meditations will become more vivid. You will have a lot of visualizations and visions. You may find that you're taken on vision quests by your guides. They're telling me that's one of the ways that they help us open our third eye more, is by taking us on a vision. So whatever, your clairvoyance is going to open up. You're going to start to see things in your mind's eye. You may see things really symbolically, or you may see things literally. You're going to just play with that. But remember to play with this. Remember, you don't have to know what it means. And that's a big thing for you. You have a drive to find meaning, to make something have meaning. And not everything has a meaning. Sometimes it just is. And it's only when we allow it to just be what it is without having to understand it or make meaning, then the meaning becomes clear in our body. We have a godlike understanding of what's happening around us, of what's happening in our reality, and in all the realities across creation. Try and stay out of the mental space of making it have a meaning. All right, that's not necessary, and it's not actually helpful when it comes to seeing things from the third eye. Because remember, the third eye is spirit, it's spiritual, it's God's sight. All right, and that's opening for you. And so you'll be having some intense experiences through that. But again, you have support, you have community. Don't be afraid to reach out if it gets real whack. Oh, man. Look at this card I pulled. It's the Four of Swords, but look at that third eye.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And here's the thing about this card, too. The Four of Swords is about mental rest, letting the mind take a break and seeing things from a spiritual perspective, from the third eye, just like we were just talking about, okay? The Daughter of Pentacles here says stay grounded and know that you have resources, and your resources are not going to fail you, but keep yourself nice and grounded as your third eye opens. Because one of the things that can happen when our third eye is opening and we're getting this spiritual understanding is we can just check out of our body, and you don't need to do that. Stay grounded. You'll have more clarity, and you'll be able to make practical use of the new clarity that you have over time. Don't be in a hurry. This is the long game, my sweet, and you're doing amazing.
Right. I'm going to piggyback on what Ingrid said, but let me say this first. As men, we have a tendency to be very logical, and females have a tendency to be much more creative. And this is the balance I'm hearing of the masculine and feminine energies. I agree with everything Ingrid said. On the table first. I feel the fear of what's happening with you. And I understand it myself. Because when all this really started opening up for me, on some level it was very exciting, and on some level it was terrifying. But it was just certain things were exciting and certain things were terrifying. But I was like, I'm just going to do it and see what happens. But number one, understand that by getting outside, there's much more prana outside. This is where you need to meditate, is outside. They're saying, I'm seeing you walking through a forest, meditating in front of water. This goes into past lifetimes, they're saying as well. Because in any past lifetime, you can draw that energy from the past lifetime, Kenneth, into this lifetime. But you need this to ground. That came through really strong. You need this to ground your energy. Ingrid, didn't you say that he's leaving his body sometimes?
Can happen, yeah. When the
Yeah,
third
yeah.
eye opens like that, we can just check right
Yeah.
out. Stay grounded.
So getting into nature is key here. Even they're saying, even if you just have to go walking in the morning, it would be, or at night, whatever's more comfortable for you, will help with this. But getting outside, they're saying, Jesus, you guys are being strong. Okay. I'm looking to my guide and they're like, it's up there, Thomas. Anyways, so they're like, okay, say, they're saying fucking get outside. Okay, thank you. I just said that. Thank you. Okay. Let me cut them.
There you have it.
Number 2, these are Christian cards, whatever, but I like them. Release your cares to God. This is interesting. Oh, that I have wings like a dove, then I would fly away and rest. But they're saying release, show the card. Release your worries. They're saying prayer, 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 prayer. I've been taught that, as I said before, that meditation is more masculine, prayer is more feminine. Pray, pray, pray. It's going to help you tap into your manifestation as well as understanding and asking for what you want to achieve. I haven't recommended this in a long time. Whew. You might want to take a day out in the forest and just walk around for like 5 hours. I'm here. Might be a little overkill, but they're saying it would definitely wouldn't hurt. And like turn off your cell phone unless you need it, or just mute it. They don't want you to be so mired down by technology, because we all have that problem sometimes. Let's be honest. And take some time for yourself. Another thing I'm going to recommend. This is a very feminine thing. Express yourself through creativity. So if I were to open, trying to figure out where it's at. I don't know where my drawing pad is. It's around me. But let's just say it's printer paper. So I'll sit here with markers and draw out things. I don't even know what I'm drawing out half the time, but it makes itself known eventually. I might be drawing a protection grid for my room. I might be drawing archangel signals. I might be drawing a church. I don't know. But the point is that it's going, tapping into that energy for you is going to help bring out the feminine force of creation. And that is my reading.
Beautiful.
Whew.
Whew.
I'm saying be gentle with yourself. Be gentle. You're being too hard on yourself.
Yep.
Rome wasn't built in a day. And it wasn't. So, nothing was.
Even in a generation. Yeah.
Yeah. It probably took a long time. Next up, we have Tammy Simmons.
Tammy. Is this our last one?
Yes, I believe so. No,
right.
double check.
Yeah, double check.
Double check.
All right, Tammy. All right, Tammy, my sweet. I am feeling, what is this that I'm feeling? It's not very comfortable. It's fear, trapped, stuck, slithery, but really confined, like a really confining feeling. And I feel like I'm suffocating. Feels like my chest is being constricted, and I feel like you're in a place where you feel like you're suffocating. And it feels really challenging and uncomfortable for you right now. And I feel like you can't get out of this, like you can't see a way out, and you're looking for a way out. You need guidance, you need direction, you need help to find a way out of the situation that you're in life, this feeling that you're in life. I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm going to use 2 decks. First, we're going to use my Wild Unknown. I'm going to pull a couple, and then I'll clarify those with my Osho deck. Because again, you need direction, you need guidance, and it's hard for you. You feel blind. You feel like you're squiggling around blind. Okay, we have the Mother of Cups and the Father of Swords. You need tough love, honey. You need to go to the person in your life who's going to give it to you straight, who's going to love you, but who's not going to sugarcoat anything. Because what I'm getting is what you're experiencing is only you can get yourself out of this. So I've got ordinariness, I've got possibilities, I've got flowering, and I've got innocence. You've settled. You settled a long time ago in your life, and now you are feeling the pain that comes from settling, from letting go of the possibilities of what is possible for your life, how your life could flower and come to fruition, how you could be living your life. And you are telling yourself that you are stuck and there's no way out. And that's simply not true. That's a perspective. And as soon as you shift that perspective, clarity will come and you'll be able to squiggle your way out. I'm getting like squirmy, like you need to squiggle your way out of this situation. And I just keep getting from spirit, you settled a long time ago. And now, only now, are you feeling the pain of that settling? And I feel like this very much could be in relationship wise. You know, you settled in relationships, in your life. You have settled for an ordinary life when you are an extraordinary being. And that is the pain that you are feeling now, because you have stuffed yourself into a box that is way too small for you for way too long, and it's not going to fly anymore. There are only a few people who are going to give it to you straight like this, who are going to tell you, you have to get yourself out of this by not settling, first accepting the fact that you settled, all right, that you settled for ordinary, that you are living a life well below what you are meant to live. And only you can reconnect and reestablish those possibilities and bloom in your life. And it's going to take work, because you're pretty deep in this rut. It's going to take moving through some challenging emotions. It's going to take some hard conversations with yourself and with other people. But that is what is going to get you into your best life. All right. That's your way out. Hope that is helpful, my darling. Over to you, Thomas.
Having a little trouble. Pulled out 5 cards, but it's like they're giving me 58 messages. Okay. Because they want me to be masculine. Tammy, I don't want to be an a-hole. Okay, fine. I'll just do it. Okay. Tammy, it's time to fucking get your shit together. Listen, I understand in my own ways that there's certain, I'm getting 555, which is change. You can look up the angel number 555 or 5, either one. It's change. It's all about change. This is the time to change. They're saying don't be so hard on yourself changing, though. It's going to take time. It's going to take steps. It's going to take persistence. Which card, guides? Seriously. Because there's 5 in front of me. Give peace a chance, number 1. Within yourself. Within yourself. Okay. Move boldly into a golden future. Archangel Jesus? No. Yes.
Looks pretty Jesus-like.
Yeah, it's like Archangel Jesus. That's a whole new. I never said that before.
Why wouldn't he be an archangel?
He's like the Christ soul. Anyways, I don't know. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Seek His will in all you do, and He will show you which path to take. Proverbs 3:5-6. Okay, going on. And next is Hold on. Llama. Let courage lead you to seek support and overcome a fear of intimacy. You settled, as Ingrid said. So it's led to a fear of intimacy. But the intimacy truly exists within you. It's intimacy with you. The sacred dance of loving yourself. For in there lies the true awakening. That's coming from way up there. Okay. Number 2. Wild boar. Interesting. Whatever tradition others expect of you, only be true to yourself. This okay. I'm just gonna say what they're saying. Does this guy look like he takes shit from anybody?
None.
Wild boars run around. They just fucking attack things, just like this rhinoceros. They're like, listen, bitch, I'm a rhinoceros. You can't fuck with me unless you're a hippopotamus, and good luck getting those two in a war. But the point is, both of these guys just go around fucking shit up. My guides are laughing at me. Okay, so they're saying you need to be your own advocate for the next change in who you truly are. I understand it can be hard, but they're saying the steps need to be taken. Don't go fucking anybody else up, they're saying. Oh, interesting. Ingrid, maybe you can rectify what I'm seeing. So on this boar, there's a bird. And I'm not sure why.
So birds are messengers, right?
Okay.
What the spirit is coming at you and your intuition and giving you all this information and niggling at you, and it's on top of your head, so you can't see it. But it's there.
The blessings are right around
there.
you.
Yeah. Just because
It's
you
like,
can't see it, it's there. You can feel it. You can hear it.
I'm seeing Paul. I'm seeing Paul in the Bible. Now, I'm not a big fan of Paul in the Bible, whatever. But the point is that the scales had to fall from his eyes, and that's what they're saying is that you're not seeing what's right in front of you, but it's right there. Maybe that's why they called the archangel Christ. Okay, hold on. Recalibrate what this statement means. They're saying there is a higher being that looks, it's the card. That's what it is. Okay. There is a higher being that is helping, that works directly with the Christ or Jesus and is willing to work with you. But this will happen later, but they want me to help make a connection in with Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Jesus. And Tammy now. Invoke universal laws. Thank you. And there. Release anything she doesn't need according to her higher self. Thank you. And
beautiful.
Whew, shit. Okay. Thank you, Tammy, dear.
Thank you, beautiful Tammy.
You got this. Go get grounded, dear. Go outside. Go think. They're saying contemplate. Go outside, walk around a little bit. Massive things are on the horizon for you. And with that,
that's why it's so uncomfortable. We are complete. How did we do that?
Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, Thomas. I really enjoy joining you on these Tuesday evenings that I get to jump on with you. Thank you. And I really appreciate everybody's energy. And it's really deeply gratifying and it's humbling to have permission to tune in to Spirit for you. Thank you.
Thank you. And if you would like to find Ingrid, you can find her at
my website, ingridhturner.com. And I had every intention of putting together a cute little coupon code so you could just kind of reading with me. But I didn't do that. So what I'd like you to do is if you're watching this and if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, go to my website, fill out my contact form. Say, hey, I saw you on Thomas's live and you owe me a discount. And I'll give you a 10% discount on my reading. All right?
And you guys can find me at thomassawyer.com. I'll probably have a code soon. I just got to work it out on my website.
Yeah.
I started off at 1. Do you want to do anything with, do you see this comment?
I went to sleep with a headache. I didn't know it needed a reading. Well, darling, did you see the donation link?
Yeah, there is a donation link.
Yeah. So. Well, happy to do one more for you, darling, if you can.
Yeah, I'm going to
get that donation.
Yeah, we can help you, sir, but we need a donation for the work we're about to do.
Yeah. And we could talk a little bit about energetic exchange too.
Yeah.
And how important that is. It's like everything in the physical world, everything that the way I understand it, and then you can add to this, Thomas, is At this point in creation, humans are here for the physical experience. And everything is an exchange of energy in this particular sliver of reality. Now, there are countless infinity slivers of reality, but this is the one we're focused on. And in this particular one, everything we do is an exchange of energy. And when there's not an exchange of energy there, then the balance is off kilter. And that's why we end up like with codependency in our relationships, or with, scarcity mentality when it comes to income and all of these things, like where don't have a balance. When we stay true to ourselves and we stay in that really sweet flow of energetic exchange, then everything stays in balance. And for us as readers, we need that exchange to keep our physical like groundedness and safety and kind of keep that going on in our physical reality, so we can open up that much more to spirit, that much wider to divine spirit, and bring that through. And so that's why we do donation-based readings, because in the current structure of the human experience, the exchange is monetary for this kind of a thing. It's not the only exchange possible, but that's the exchange that we're working with today. Do you have anything to add to that, Thomas? Does that kind of cover it?
Yeah, I mean, ever since I've been a psychic, and been doing this, my guides are saying, be careful what I say. Okay, so people sometimes think that these things are easy for us to do. It's like, say, something I excel at is getting rid of negative entities and energies that other people don't want to deal with. So sometimes people send people to me, and I have to charge like $300, $500 because of what I'm dealing with. But it's up to my higher self and God, my guides, how much I charge. Sometimes it's 100, whatever. But the point is, they send them to me because they can't deal with it, and I can. And the thing is that when you buy gasoline or you buy anything, there is an energetic exchange. You can't just walk out of a bank with free money. It's how it works. And Audrey, I'm not targeting you, sir. We're just kind of going it with this. They are saying something though. As you said, you needed to talk to Ingrid knows who you said. But the point is they're saying you might actually need me because you're going through something energetic. And he can definitely help you, but I can recalibrate what's going on and remove some cords that you definitely have been holding on to for a very long time. So just keep that in mind if you see us live again.
All right, beautiful.
Yeah.
We feel good?
Yeah, I didn't want to step on anyone's toes with that because Shay's amazing at what he does. So anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna end this broadcast. Ingrid, you'll still be on. So just
okay.
thank you all for watching.
Goodbye, world.